Joyous music, dancing on Dominican Republic Independence Day in New Brunswick. Claribel Azcona-Barber was listing a few of the Dominican Republic's most famous contributions to the world. Beautiful beaches, sugar cane, coffee, merengue, bachata, and happy people, right? Asked the Middlesex County Commissioner and member of the mayor's office in New Brunswick. The 350 or so people who had piled into the commissioner's meeting room on Bayard Street for the county's first Dominican Republic Independence Day event answered with loud cheers and whistles. Happy people, live music, spontaneous dancing, delicious food. Saturday's event was a joyous celebration of when the Caribbean nation of nearly 11 million first gained its independence 179 years ago. Azcona-Barber and Middlesex County surrogate Claribel Cortez, along with Perth Amboy Council President Milady Tejeda, were the driving forces behind the event that culminated with members of the New Brunswick High School Choir singing the Dominican Republic national anthem while the blue, red and white flag ascended outside the Middlesex County Administration Building. New Brunswick tomorrow's Giovanni Belisario and New Brunswick School District Assistant Business Administrator of Operations Dorinia Villalona, as well as many others, played key roles in creating the event that was also a moment to mark the many triumphs of those who have found success in a second homeland in the United States. Their people like Danny Rosado, a community leader known through New Brunswick for her work safeguarding women who have faced domestic abuse. Rosado has traveled a circuitous and often fascinating journey, going back to when she joined the Dominican Air Force. She was endured threats and harassment from her colleagues and superiors on her path to becoming the first woman in the Dominican Republic to work as an aviation mechanic. She left an abusive marriage and moved to New Brunswick in 1985 in search of a better life for her and her children. She went to work at Walmart, where she met other Latino women who were experiencing domestic violence but didn't have the resources to escape their situation. After losing a friend to domestic violence, Rosado was inspired to launch Women in Action, an award-winning grassroots organization that watches over women's rights. I meet women all the time and my main goal is to provide them with information to help them understand that there are ways out, Rosado said through a translator. My main goal is to walk alongside them so that they have the education, the hope that they can get out of whatever situation they're in. Along with Rosado and others who were honored at Saturday's celebration, the Azcona family was recognized for being longtime business owners in New Brunswick soon after emigrating to the United States in 1975. Jose Azcona became a partner at Havana Grocery Store, the oldest Dominican-owned business in New Brunswick. He greeted generations of residents when they entered the shop on George Street. Saturday's celebration reached its zenith when children wearing the red, white, and blue of the Dominican flag turned the front of the room into a dance floor. Many others from the audience joined in. Cortez danced with Perth Amboy Mayor Helman Caba. A preschool boy in a fedora danced with his grandmother. Commissioner Director Ron Rios and Commissioner Charles Kenny observed that the turnout was the largest for a county-supported event of this kind, and most likely the most enthusiastic, too. Many others were on hand to mark the day, including Commissioner Charles Tamero, New Brunswick City Council President Rebecca Escobar, City Councilman Manuel Castaneda, New Brunswick Board of Education President Dr. Aubrey Johnson and Mariana Diaz, Consul of Mexico in New Brunswick. Assembly Speaker Craig Coughlin, D19, noted that while this was a festive celebration of Dominicans, it was also a time to take note of Middlesex County as a great melting pot of cultures. This is a chance to celebrate all of the diversity that is Middlesex County, he said. The thing that makes our state and our county truly great is the fact that we come from different places and we come together. And here is a chance to celebrate the Dominican Republic, celebrate the incredible contributions of the Dominican people here in the United States.